and the Eagles will bring it out to the 20-yard line, where they will go to work as we check out the halftime statistics.
Both teams getting fairly good rushing yardage through their games, and really what jumps out is what's highlighted, those passing yards. Philadelphia's passing offense cannot get started right now. They don't have the luxury of a tight end. They've thrown short little things inside to their wide receivers, and they have not used much of Kevin Turner.
Ty Detmer will be the quarterback here in the second half. 4 years with Green Bay. Same type of offense, West Coast offense, same kind of terminology. We talked to him yesterday. He said a couple of different wrinkles, but not that big a change. And he hands off to Charlie Garner. Garner did not get that much work in the first half. We expect him to carry the load in most of the second half, as Ricky Waters did in the first half. Lawyer Malloy making the tackle for the Patriots.
And the main difference is between Waters and Garner. I mean, if Garner gets in there and you miss that first tackle opportunity, it could cost you 10 yards. Ricky Waters, it might only cost you 4 or 5. He might beat the next guy, but Garner's going to make a lot more people miss.
Second down and 4 at the 26-yard line. Eagles only able to convert the field goal in the first half. The pass is incomplete to Irving Fryer. Fryer, of course, started his career here in New England. He's 33 years old, 9 years in New England, 3 years in Miami. Todd Collins had the coverage for the Patriots.
And you see Irving Fryer having to go over the middle where the tight ends should be used. It's a problem this offense does have for Philadelphia with West and whatnot in there. They're big physical blockers. They do not have the receiver they need to run this style of an offense, and it's really starting to come back to haunt them a little right here.
Third down and 4. Patriots showing blitz, then they pull back. Dittmer has protection, dumps it off right side, incomplete. He was dropping it off into coverage to Garner. But Catano, Alcides Catano was all over. And so the kicking team will come in.
Well, he threw that ball right there where only his guy could get to it if he should happen to turn around and get some kind of a miracle catch.
Tom Hutton will be kicking. Troy Brown is the return man for the New England Patriots. Here's a look at Troy. A little bit of a breeze. Hutton will be kicking into the wind. It's blocked. Scooped up at the 3-yard line and rolling towards the end zone and waiting for the call. Ray Lucas with the block.
They're trying to judge possession. They're saying he had it and he rolled in with it.
The ball was recovered in the end zone. Prior to the feet touching the sideline. Touchdown.
Ray Lucas. Now there's a man who has made an impression.
He has definitely made an impression, but I tell you what, you're looking at a punter. Hutton has not been off to a good start. How does it get worse? It gets worse when you get absolutely smothered by a defender. They're going to review this. Watch this. You see his feet as he was going to recover it? That is what they're going to review right here. When he got possession, where were his feet on the scoring play? That's a reviewable play. And in my opinion, when he got possession, his feet were out of bounds.
There is the block by Ray Lucas. He's a free agent rookie out of Rutgers, and he is a wide receiver special teams player.
Look at the feet. He has it. Where are his feet? His feet are out of bounds. When he has possession and control of that football, his feet are out of bounds.
One of the 3 areas that you can review, the officials can review the end zone, sidelines, and number of players. And the end zone is whether a player scores by run or pass, including a conversion. The sidelines, whether a player is in or out of bounds at the sideline as he runs with the ball, attempts to make a legal catch, or attempts to recover a fumble.
Well, we know that,
add to the block catch.
Charlie, we know a knee is as good as 2 feet in.
That's right.
But the reviewable question here is a rump as good as 2 feet in?
And the decision has been made, and here it is.
After review, the challenge is upheld. The result of the play will be 1st and 10 on the 1-foot line.
So it works in this case. And this is exactly what those proponents of the instant replay wanted to do. Here it is. Out of bounds, possession before the end zone. That's exactly what they saw. In reality, what the officials see on the sideline is reminded. They see only what you have seen. Only what you have seen at home on your television. That's what they are reviewing.
Remember, replay as an entity is overwhelmingly supported by the coaches. The owners have decided to give the coaches an opportunity here in the preseason with the challenges without a penalty. They have 3 challenges a half. They can do it. The big knock, how long does it take? Well, that one took 45 seconds.
And the Patriots follow it with a touchdown. As Corey Kroom goes in with the score. And we mentioned earlier that Commissioner Paul Tagliabue is going to be visiting with us specifically about the instant replay, and we have an all-points bulletin out for him now to see if we can go ahead and get him in now, and we can discuss this while this is all fresh on our mind. Here's a replay of the touchdown.
When you get down in the goal line, it's all a matter of pad positions. Are the guys with the white jerseys pads below the guys in the green jerseys? Absolutely. You get just enough push to get that touchdown in.
And the extra point by Adam Vinatieri is good. And the Patriots go up by a score of 21-3 with 13:58 left to go. We're in the third. Back in a moment. And welcome back to New England. This is Ray Lucas, rookie free agent out of Rutgers. And he, by the way, was a quarterback there. And he is on the bubble. So he has made his play. Here's Ron Hebron. He needs to make a play for the Eagles. He is on the bubble for them. And a flag comes flying in. Pretty good return out around the 26, 27-yard line. Let's see where they're going to mark it. And then we'll check out the flag. Jimmy Hitchcock is the man who made the tackle. The report on Rodney Pete's sprained left knee will not return. That now is the official report.
Illegal block. Number 52 on the return.
Sylvester Wright with the illegal
10
block.
10 yards from the end of the run.
That's sort of an act of desperation, Charlie. You get these guys, we keep using the term bubble.
Yes.
Guys on the bubble tend to try to make something happen. And some of the things you try to make happen are not good. You try to make an impression. You make a worse impression when you slap somebody in the back and rob a team of 10, 15 yards than you do just giving good effort.
High stepping, coming to the outside is Charlie Garner. Garner around the corner, has the flag, 40-yard line, cuts back at the 50. A little backhand stiff arm. He's inside the 30. If it stands up, he will go to the 28-yard line of New England, but there was a marker back at the 25.
It's going to be a hold against the wide receiver out there. Those receivers get out there chicken fighting with those defensive backs, and they usually resort to some sort of a hold.
56 yards on the play that will never make the stats. Good run, though. What happens is this when you look back at the tape or the film on Monday or Tuesday on those kind of plays, and then they're ball back.
After the coach finishes screaming?
Yes. Yeah. Good to say nice run. Hi, Commissioner. How are you?
10 yards from the line of scrimmage. Spot of the foul.
Watch as things happen. Chris T. Jones right here, 82. See that jersey stretch a little bit? You'll get away with a jersey stretch inside the lineman. You don't get away with that jersey stretch. That just screams hold to the officials.
Mr. Tagliabue now has joined us in the booth. We had the instant replay, and is this accomplished exactly what it is supposed to accomplish? Is that right?
If we could do it that way all the time, we'd have a perfect system.
That's right. 45 seconds here tonight.
That's what it was supposed to accomplish. A quick review and make the monitor, you know, another official in the conference in effect. So you make the right call.
How has the reception been to the different areas? We've seen the one wheeled out on the field, got the one against the wall, monitor wall.
Well, I think the officials are finding that there's not much difference, that whether they have to go to the sideline or whether they wheel it out, the key thing is, you know, getting over there quickly and making sure you have the right angles on a call-up.
You know, much has been made of this, and everybody knows the coaches were very, very with this whole thing. They want replay. They want part of this, and part of the onus is on them with the 3 reviews, and they've got to make that call on the sideline. Yeah, how do the owners, you think, really want to see this come out? I mean, are they as interested as the coaches?
I think everyone is interested in getting this and making it work, if it can work. You know, I think in the past you had the replay official and you had him overruling the official on the field. This system keeps decision-making in one place, gives that person an extra set of eyes, electronic eyes in the crew conference, basically, and then you have the coaches deciding which are the big plays where they want it to come in. So I think there'd be a lot of support for it if it can work as it just worked on this last play.
You know, not to sort of take a quantum leap, but I guess I might. Is much consideration been made or conversation had about full-time officials now? We've got them here. We've got them also in the World League over there. They can have actually year-round jobs and probably study the games like the coaches and the people that do this for a living.
Well, we've discussed that. I have a committee which Don Shule is chairing on officiating, and Jim Tunney and other former officials on it, some of the younger officials, and there's really not much sentiment for that. We feel we have a tremendous pool of people out there we can take from any walk of life, and that they basically are full-time during the season and more in the preseason. So we feel we have the best men. Now we got to give them the tools to get the job done.
One quick, they're going to punt. We're going to go to commercial. But one of the things that I noticed particularly, first time that I've seen it in action, my initial reaction is that the officials on the field are very comfortable with this, and they weren't comfortable with it before.
Well, I think before you almost had a bureaucracy. You know, you had one person overruling the other person. You had to have a lot of conversation. And now, as I say, the electronic eye, the camera becomes the 8th official on the field.
Good. Thanks for visiting with us.
Thank
Good
you.
to see you. All right. We're going to step aside. We'll be back in just a moment. Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you.
12 minutes, 40 seconds left to go. Third quarter. New England up 21-3. That was nice for the Commissioner to come by on a short notice. We had it kind of scheduled later, but it fit so perfectly then that we could discuss it, and it ties it all in a nice, neat little package.
Well, it really does. You know, the coaches like Bill Parcells want that to be part of this game. The owners are all interested in time. If you can do it that fast, it could be a part.
Yeah. On the ground is Corey Kroom, who has scored the television. Scott Zolak is the quarterback for the Patriots. Mike Mamula making the tackle for the Eagles. Interesting, as the commissioner was leaving, one of the things that, you know, that everybody has talked about, and now let's point out, this is only in preseason. We're not going to have this replay situation in regular season. This is a preseason experiment, and they're trying it on several games and seeing how it works. Then another comment on that. And there's nothing there on the ground. His suggestion, which I find very interesting, is that if you have a man with a backpack or with a chest pack that has the screen on it, so he then can go out on the field to where the officials are holding their conference, and in the conference they can do it all there. Gets away from the fans, sideline players, and so on.
If the technology will allow. Well, that's the problem.
Well, you know, the technology will allow eventually. We could fly him in with the jetpacks and let him zoom.
Eventually is nice, but they need replay now.
No, it's eventually. We're still working on eventually. Third down from the shotgun. Good protection. Sideline pattern. Flag is down.
So illegal contact there, working in the backfield.
There are Troy Brown of the Patriots on the receiving end, and on the defending end is Troy Vincent at the left corner for the Eagles.
And Troy Vincent being on the contact side of that, illegal of.
Dale Hammer, the referee.
Illegal contact. Number 23 on the defense. 5 yards. Previous spot. First down.
We'll take another look.
Now, granted, the receiver, to some degree, initiates this kind of contact. But he does not initiate the grab on the back of the jersey. You know, let's not also let go by how important this situation is for Scott Zolak. Has not gotten very much playing time here in the preseason. This is his chance to prove to Bill Parcells that he can be the backup quarterback.
Corey Kroom around the corner. As Bill Parcells told us, Scott Zolak, in his 6th year, he's a known quantity. He knows what he can do. The unknown is Jay Barker in his 2nd year from Alabama. So it's a known and an unknown. And he's running in that same situation with his field goal kickers, too, with Matt Barr and Adam Vinatieri. So those decisions will have to be made by next Sunday.